Hey guys, welcome back to another episode, another installment of A-Listers. I thought I would talk to you today about customers and the confidence that it takes to breed customers, to generate customers, whether it be in a brick and mortar store or online. What did I just drop? A brooch. Okay. So I want to welcome you to the channel. If you are new to the channel, guys, we do a lot of talk here about jewelry, but we also are, well, I am a reseller at heart. So I really try to make this show more about how to turn your collections of whether it be jewelry or any other items that you tend to find at thrift stores and garage sales and the like. I tend to hoard. I think we all tend to hoard a little bit too much. Sometimes we buy things that we're not sure will sell. We hesitate in listing them. And so that's kind of what this show is about, trying to get you to understand that you can sell just about anything that you find. I'm going to check the chat really quickly, see if anybody has joined me. I still don't know how to enable the stickers, but I guess it's enabled. But hey, Elizabeth, how are you? Hi, Carol, Enriqueta, Teresa, and Walter Smeed are here. Walter, thank you so much for being here, and congratulations on those 100 subscribers. She was saying in my chat the other day that I was her first subscriber. Thoroughly enjoy her channel, guys. Go check her out if you haven't. They're quick little snippets, which are some of the best videos around. I love quick little videos as well. But if you are new to this channel, be sure and subscribe today if you haven't done so already. And hit that thumbs up as soon as you walk in the door. I think you'll enjoy the content here. What prompted me to this basically has been my experience in life, pretty much. In everything that I've ever done, if you don't have confidence, you have absolutely nothing. Everything from a child telling me once, it was to me a child, a middle schooler, coming in crying. And it was a boy, a young man, and he was crying and he was very upset. And he said his girlfriend had broken up with him. And he said she broke up with me because she said I had no confidence. And this is middle school, guys. This is a 7th grader. And I was thinking to myself, that is such an important thing that we need to have in anything we do, whether it's a relationship like a middle school relationship where this little girl was probably astute enough to figure out that maybe the guy she was, interested in was not going to be one of substance to her because he did not exude confidence to her. I don't really know, what kind of confidence a 7th grader could have, maybe in school, maybe in his sports or, whatever, but it's such an important thing. And then I also harken back to the days that a few years ago when my son graduated law school. And one of the first things that stuck to me, that resonated with me in the commencement speeches, was that they said, now you will learn the law. Now that you are accepted by the bar, you will learn the law. You thought you learned the law in law school, but you won't. You learn it by doing. And I think that's the same thing with anything that you embark on, like I said, with selling. If you don't have confidence in your pieces, they're not going to be valued by your customer. And I've seen a lot of that happen in listings. Listings are always so diluted where you don't even get excited about what you're reading. If you start reading something and it starts saying, well, it's worn and I wore it this and the other, and you never get that sandwich of the good first and then maybe mention the flaws and then, you finish off with mentioning type of flaw, you pretty much want to turn the page to another listing, don't you? I mean, that's the way I feel. What do you guys think about that? Also, guys, we can turn it into a Q&A if you'd like. I'll try not to miss all the questions that I usually do with the comments in the chat, but let me know if you have any questions as well about that. I'm also going to cover a little bit about returns and how to have confidence in your returns. First, though, I do like to start with a little bit of a haul. I want to show you some beautiful brooches that I found. I keep forgetting to show you these, guys. I had them probably a week already. And this is before they cut out the new discount. But this one was about, I can't believe it was only 99 cents. It's a vintage brooch. It does have the little V shaped and riveted there. Look at this beautiful blue star. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. It's small. I think it's so pretty. I think it make a great Christmas brooch too. So I got that. I'll let you think of some questions you may have while we look at this beautiful jewelry. Yes, yes, does not distract from the beauty is a great one, and does not lose its integrity. I also like to use that word integrity, because a lot of people will think, oh, because the leather bag has a little bit of a, a scratch or even a little tiny stain. Really? I mean, people need that big old briefcase or that big old chunky purse, and it's got so much more to offer just because it's got a little corner stain or something, So I like to add that too. Look at this brooch, guys. This is actually like, I guess concave, is that what the right word? And you could wear it this way, I guess. And it's marquee. We were talking about this shape of cut the other night at Lori's, and I think they were calling it pear. But this is truly the marquee cut right here with the pointed ends on both sides. This is fuchsia, and then I guess kind of a cranberry red in the middle there. And how much did I pay for this one? This one was $6. And I did get a little bit of a discount. Oh my gosh, I fell in love with this one. But yeah, that's very, very important that you play up your listing, guys. And as soon as you put, you don't have to, people kind of are a little turned off by the, what do you call it? Hyperbole. We don't want to use the exaggerated, oh, the most beautiful item you've ever seen or anything like that. But start off with, amazing earrings, brilliant earrings. Vintage, true vintage. Say something like, if you were listing this, you would say true vintage, mid-century, excellent cut on the rhinestones. Use those adjectives. Brilliant, still shine, because rhinestones lose their color and their shine, right? So right away you want to know that. Oh, I know the notifications do that, guys. They really do. I get notices on Liz's sale after I'm already in the sale. And sometimes she's already started and I don't even know. And I'm helping her out. I'm her moderator. That's Liz there at Makeup Zombie, guys. If you're not subscribed, be sure and do so. We're going to do a showcase out. Look at this. This almost matches my dress, doesn't it? I'm actually donating this dress today. It's a little bit too tight for me. I have cleaned out my closet. I'm so, so excited, guys. And I tried to give away a sofa today. And that's another thing that brought me to this topic today about customers and confidence relationships. And I'll bring it up in just a minute. I think these are Bakelite, guys. They have a nice sound. You guys can tell me. And I have not scored much Bakelite, but they are the screw back twist. What do you think? Does it sound like Bakelite? They're the color, that butterscotch color, right? They're so cute. I think they're a pretty color. So I love these, and these were a little bit under $4. They were listed at $4. Now I'm only going to get 25%, but it's better than nothing. Some Goodwills don't give any discount, so I'm grateful. So be grateful, guys. That's another thing. Be grateful, be confident. All right, we got those. And then the last beautiful piece. These were so amazing to me. I'm thinking here, keywords. This one, interesting. I love the way they actually put the pin right in line with one of the little lines there. Isn't that so gorgeous? I love this. So guys, I'm also going to open it up to Q&A if you have any questions. But that was the topic that I thought would be a good one today, because customers are definitely related to your sales. Think of one thing. Think of when you saw, didn't they turn it into a spectacle when Jobs went on and introduced the iPhone, when he introduced the iPad, when he introduced everything? It was a spectacle. It was a media spectacle, because he made you feel like it was revolutionary stuff. But, Samsung came up with a wonderful product as well. Some people prefer Samsung. There's a lot of battle there. But he made you feel like this is the only one you need. This is the only thing that's going to make your life perfect. Hey, Jude, I'm glad you're here. And that's the way we need to think about our listings, because a lot of times we'll be, oh, I can only list this. I'm only going to list fine jewelry, pearls and crystals. That's the only thing that's going to sell. Well, have the confidence to put in this crazy little funky bat. When I showed it the other night, someone told me they loved it. Have the confidence to put that up there because someone's going to love this too. Or I've been talking a lot about delicate necklaces as well. Just because it's going to take a little bit more effort on your photography skills doesn't mean you shouldn't put it up there, because these sell too, especially on Posh. And to the younger people who love, and not only younger people, but the young girls love to layer these little tiny delicate things. And they sell. They really do sell. Where's that other thing I got? I got the cutest little locket. And I can't seem to find it. But the lockets sell really well. The teeny tiny ones, they don't have to be all gold. Well, here it is. These are selling. Just remember to put them up. It doesn't have to be a big rose quartz like what I'm wearing. And I didn't even like these before. This is something that I have learned to appreciate by watching other people. We're very, very porous type of individuals. We see things. We see the beauty in them when someone's wearing them, when someone talks about their properties and healing properties, or rose quartz is supposed to be, you know, kind of bring in love and things like that, good harmony, good vibes. Thank you. And I actually offered this up for my auction last night, and twice I've offered it, no takers, and now I'm falling in love with it. So I don't know when I'm going to list it again. But yeah, I mean, this is not the kind of thing that I would have worn before. I really was not into this kind of thing. That's why I found some lapis and pearls the other night, and I did sell them last night, that I had put into my big hamper bucket that I was going to use to as a like a grab bag or giveaways for my wonderful subscribers, because I really hadn't been listing beads. I hadn't been wearing beads. But then I started hearing all the wonderful properties about lapis. And, you know, I liked like big stones of lapis and, you know, a big pendant or a big ring, that kind of thing. But I've never, oh, really, Vanessa? Thank you. But I've never really worn them. And now I put them on. I was going to wear the black Pierre Cardin that I got from Zombie, that vintage piece, with this because it has so much black. Then I thought, you know what? I think it'll look nice with something pale. It has that little pale pink in this dress. And I've just become enamored with natural stones. I think also Carol at Bargain Shopping, she's there, and she's always gravitated towards that. A couple of years ago, I've seen her at different sales and chats, and she'd always love them. And then I started loving them. So that's what we have to convey to our customers too, by bringing it to them. The feathers, everyone hates the feathers. Why? I don't know, but these are really cool because they have wonderful crystals on them. They have yellow, which is so rare. You can actually wash these quite easily if they happen to be dingy. But someone's dying for these earrings. I just know it. These are beautiful crystal drops too. Look at that. And yeah, gravitating towards the small is what I'm talking about as well. I wanted to show you this scarf, but I'll show it to you next time. I think you can see it right there. It's a John Hardy piece. And John Hardy has been considered pretty much maybe tired or dead or whatever, but it's a resurgence. There's always a resurgence. But more than that, keep in mind the revolutionary, iconic fashion names. Versace. Versace's been gone for, what, a decade or more? His sister took over the business, of course. But that aesthetic, that bright, wonderfully patterned, bold gem colors of fashion, it's there. It's set in stone now. It's set in stone now. And that's what I feel that John Hardy is as well. Now, everyone who grew up at that time, they want it back. And I think it's going to be a classic motif. I think the tattoo motif is here to stay. And it was brought to the forefront. It was put on the map by John Hardy. So, of course, I bought this gorgeous John Hardy scarf that I found in pink. And it has every single one of his motifs on it. It's got the koi fish. It's got the geisha. What else is in there? The skull. It's all in there. All of his wonderful motifs. So I'm going to comp it. But I know that I usually sell anything from, I think I had a leather band of his that had the motifs on it as well. Not all of them. But I think that got me $20. So I'm going to try to get a good penny for it, because I have confidence in that particular designer. I happen to know that's what sears in, that's what stays seared in our minds. You know, what was revolutionary in fashion, and everything always comes back. It's going to have a following, but more than that, then it goes classic. The little black dress, the string of pearls. And one final thing about confidence, guys, is I was giving confidence in your ability to handle returns and to handle it gracefully and without taking it personal. I'm guilty of it. I was insulted by someone who said, you know, you didn't say it was rust and you said it was red. And then, you know, I wanted to say something really dumb and, you know, like you need to learn to read or something like that. But you have to think about the fact that you are in it for the long run. That customer is going to come and go. Their feedback is going to stay on there for a little while. And you may think feedback doesn't matter anymore, but it matters. It really does. I look at feedback, especially if I'm buying something over $50. I look at feedback and I make sure that, you know, that person didn't sell something that was not as described. And, you know, if it was gold, but then it wasn't gold, or if it's turquoise, listed as turquoise, but not really turquoise. I look at that. So that's really important that you handle those returns that way. Now I'm going to tell you about a return that I had, and it was a big one. And I didn't want to return it because it was a Louis Vuitton bag and little purse and wallet. So it was a good, I believe, close to $1,000. It was a bargain because the bag alone was probably retailed for around $3,000, and it was in excellent condition. So I don't remember what the lady told me that she wanted to return it for, but I remember I packaged it so meticulously. I spent so much money to ship it. I did do free shipping. I do free shipping mostly on eBay, especially with a high dollar item like that. And but I convinced her not to go through with the return. I don't remember exactly all of my words, but it was something to the effect of it was meticulously packaged for you. I answered all your questions, but always bearing in mind to diffuse the situation. I don't want to go tit for tat with her. I don't want to tell her you bought it. That's your problem. So and so. I just can't go there. I always have to bear in mind that that customer spent a lot of money on something and she wants to feel she made the right decision. So for some reason, I think she said that she thought the wallet was bigger or something. It was not anything flawed about the item at all. Well, I saved the sale. I saved that sale because I was courteous. I put myself in her shoes. I know what it's like to buy something very expensive, especially on eBay, where it can be a risk. And for someone to send you something that is not what you wanted, not what you expected, less than your expectations, it's very disheartening. It really, really makes you angry. And she was not angry, but I just wanted to make sure that I stayed there within that realm of good relationships, good relation between customer and buyer. And so I saved that close to $1,000 sale because I managed to tell her, look, we talked about this. It's been shipped meticulously for you. I wrapped everything individually in a huge double boxed it so that you would get it safe and you would get it in its wonderful condition that it is. And I kept reiterating the fact that it was a rare bag, and it is a very rare bag in that color. It was in the white multicolor, the one, I forgot who the designer is, a Japanese designer, I believe. Murakami, I believe. Yeah, Murakami. So I kept reiterating that. And then she finally said, okay, fine, I'll cancel the refund. But I went for it, Another thing is people are always, I know things have changed a lot on eBay now and people can have refunds for whatever reason. So this is all the more reason for us to stop being afraid of using the word excellent condition. I love using that word, that phrase. I've used it always. I'm not afraid of it. I use it on Posh. I use it everywhere because I want them to know it's in excellent condition. Now, someone once said, well, excellent to you is not the same as excellent to them. Well, yes, that's true, but I'm describing it for you. And I want you to know that this is in excellent condition. Now, sometimes I will qualify it with good used condition, not used. I never use the word used. Good pre-owned condition. I will qualify it that way. Good. And then they may call me back or email me back and say, well, does it have any pet odors or hair? And then, of course, I'll go into that again and reiterate again, it's an excellent pre-owned condition, or just right off the bat, it is in excellent condition. I am not afraid of using that at all, because people want to know that. And nowadays, you don't have to have a reason to return an item on eBay. You really don't. And Poshmark's a little bit different, but then again, that's what the pictures are for. And so you want to, of course, stress, look at every picture. If you do have a flaw, don't ever hide it. You'll regret it. They will find it and they will want their money back. And you don't get another customer. You don't get that return customer. Poshmark does have return customers, as does eBay. I have a lot of people I follow on eBay for jewelry. I really do. Not only because they have excellent prices, but because they show me what I want to know. They want to show me the clasp. They want to tell me that it's not too scratched. You know, if it's a stone, a turquoise stone that tends to have maybe not a natural little dimple, but a chip, they can have cracks. They will tell you that. They hide nothing. That's important. So that's basically what I have basically for you guys today, is to not lose confidence in anything that you do. You will learn more and more the more that you list. You will learn more about customers. You will learn about what they want, what they need. You will learn a scam when you see it. You don't have to be afraid of a scam. They will really, or a fisher, what do you call them when they're fishing for a discount? I've had those too. I had literally had the James Avery sand dollar, which is standard as well. It's a classic motif. I literally had it pictured on a ruler. Then, to be perfectly, because my eyes are not the best, to be perfectly on the money, I looked in the catalog and I got the measurement. I think it was 1 3/8. I don't remember, but I wrote it down as the catalog had it. The lady argued with me and she said, no, well, and it's round. Okay. It's the sand dollar. It's pretty round. She said, no, you had it a little bit skewed and on and on and on. And what she wanted, insanely, she wanted a $5 discount. And I wasn't going to go there. I just kept saying, send it back. Very courteous again. I did not argue. I did not say you're a scammer. I did not say you're a cheapskate. I didn't say any of that. I just said, send it back. Please send it back. I don't want you to be unhappy. And I kept putting it on her plate, kept putting it back in her court, rather. And, just so that she could know that I knew, and that we all knew, that she was trying to scam $5 off the top there. So no, she did not want to send it back, but she kept saying, no, you want to argue with me, da, 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 da. And again, I didn't go there. I didn't play there. I did not fight with her. I just kept saying, ma'am, I just don't want you to be unhappy. Just send it back. But it was on the ruler. I took the listing measurement that James Avery puts on their catalog so that I would be sure that I didn't just read this, but that I got it from their catalog on there. And, that happens. But don't live your life that way, waiting for someone to scam you. Because 9 times out of 10, like I said, you can spot them like that. You don't have to worry about that at all. So, oh my goodness, Tracy, you're going to have a James Avery headquarters right by your house. That's wonderful. Now, I hear that they have things that are retired there. And a lot of times, I think if you're good with some of the people in James Avery, they can get you some retired pieces if they have 1 or 2 left. But they also have a website where you can see that it's about to go retired or something, and they may have like 10 pieces left. So they're wonderful sources there. But yeah, that's basically, I'll reiterate really quickly, guys. Don't be afraid to list things that you think won't sell. They will sell. You will present them nicely. They will. Think back at the big fanfare that came across over a phone, over an iPad. That was confidence. That was confidence with a capital C, and that was confidence personified. Jobs. Watch Jobs. Anytime you feel discouraged, anytime you feel like nobody wants my things, watch some of his YouTube videos that people put up of his interviews, of his presentations when he presented you with his new products, and he made you want it. He made you want it with the verbiage he used, with the, and you can bring that on print. You don't have to speak person to person to bring that intonation. in to a listing. You can bring it in. And that's all I have to say for today, guys. I hope you'll join me for another video soon. I am going to do some unjarrings. If you're part of my Facebook group, I'm going to be posting some items there for a silent auction. I will be back also with some unjarring videos very soon. I have a few jewelry jars and jewelry bags, and I didn't see any questions, but let me go back really quick and say hi to Peaches, and Chris was here, and Tracy, Selena, I hope you're doing well. If you do have questions, put them in caps or highlight my name. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying about styles, Teresa. If you like them, then you know that other people, will be open to them, like the delicate necklaces that we seem to put in the back burner for some reason, but they will sell. I have sold those tiny little hearts. I've sold these tiny little pendants, because they happen to be sterling or a zodiac sign or something. But you just have to put it up there and convey how wonderful a product you're offering. Also, don't be afraid of asking for higher prices. If you know something is of value, don't be afraid of putting that high price on there. Price competitively, of course. And if it doesn't sell after a month or so, then you know what to do. But I was going to say before I leave that this works both ways. I'm giving away a sofa today, guys, because I'm clearing out my house. I want things out. I want to do new furniture upstairs. And I was giving away a sofa today, and I got attitude from a lady who was going to come pick it up for free. Okay. I got attitude from her because I wanted someone here before 3 o'clock, before I went live. And she said, well, I was waiting on you to tell me this and the other, because I was back and forth with a few people. And when she gave me that attitude, like I owed her something, I blocked her and I went on to someone else. And this is, again, dry text. We have to remember that. Text is dry. You must go above and beyond to convey a good relation, a good, what am I trying to say? A good relationship and vibe between you and the buyer. You're always going to be the one that take the high road. Don't take the low road ever. Always take the high road, because you need that customer, whether it's that customer or the next. And once you get used to doing that kind of a transaction, then it's kind of comes second nature, and you don't even have to think about it. It's not personal. You're making a sale. You're eschewing all of the scammers. You can spot them like that, and you'll be fine. There was a question from this and that. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Thank you for letting me know. Have you always been confident selling? No, not at all. Not at all. And like I've come to this with selling. Yes. It's interesting with selling. I'll have to say yes, because I've been selling shoes since I was in high school. I've always been in retail. I sold shoes. I sold makeup. I sold colognes. I did all of the demo things where we got actually paid for how many we brought to the counter. And so I've always had that kind of a mask that I can put on for retail when I'm in the present mode. And I did really well. I made tons of money on commission sales in shoes and so forth. But I have had to gain confidence at my workplace. Every time I've been employed somewhere, I've had to gain confidence there. And that's where I've learned more of it every year that I've been a special education teacher and that I've had to present in meetings. I would, and you can see that I'm kind of low volume and people tell me to speak up and stuff. I've had to present myself as, I know what I'm talking about. I know this is correct, and I want your opinion. I don't know more than you. I'm not the smartest person in the room. I don't want to ever give you that impression when I'm with parents and admins and all of the people that, that are there for one reason only, for that child. So I've had to do that. And I learned that a lot from different people that I've worked with. And I keep hearkening back to a wonderful coworker that I had last year. And I don't know if it's the fact that she's from the Midwest. She's from Illinois. But a lot of people that I meet from there, I don't know, maybe it's just me being stereotyping people, but they have this really loud presenting voice that I admire and I wish I had. And I try to get more of that. I keep thinking about her, and she's not bossy. She's none of that. As a matter of fact, when she would do her meetings, she'd do them in 20 minutes, and she would not even, it was never formal. It always seemed like it was just like, we're here to talk about this. So I have had to gain that confidence in my workplace, but I try to bring it to other places. And like I said, with selling, no, I've never really had to gain it. I've always had it. I put on sort of a mask because I am kind of a shy person, and you won't see me at a cocktail party being the one mingling at all. That's my sister. My sister will know your life story in 5 minutes, and you'll be her best friend in 5 minutes. And I always admire that about my sister as well. But that's not me. But thanks for that wonderful question, Kathleen. I really appreciate it. So we will sign off now. I hope to see you over at Makeup Zombies for her wonderful showcase sale. She didn't have one last week, and I wasn't there the week before, I believe. I don't know, but I'm dying to go see what she's got this week. Thank you again, guys. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up on your way out. I appreciate you so much. Bye-bye.